Greetings, everyone, and a very warm welcome to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. My name is Tom Poland, beaming out to you as always from little Castaways Beach in Queensland, Australia. Joined today by Leisa Peterson. Leisa, g'day, very warm welcome. Where are you hanging out?
I am in Flagstaff, Arizona right now.
Arizona, the day before the presidential elections. Have you voted?
Yes.
You have? Okay. Well, good luck for your pick. Let's hope it goes smoothly and seamlessly, which I'm sure it won't. But anyway, it'll be interesting if nothing else. Folks, Leisa has got this really interesting thing she does. She's written this best-selling book called The Mindful Millionaire, which is this fascinating crossover between consciousness and awareness and making the world a better place, but also kind of having your cake and eat it too, is having enough money to make life interesting and enjoyable. She's a coach, she's an author, she's a business growth strategist and founder of WealthClinic. She helps people elevate their financial consciousness by realizing their true value. Wow. That's worthy of applause, because a lot of people don't realize their true value, and creating financial security for themselves at the same time. So Leisa leads us nicely into the subject of this interview, which is how to launch your book and grow your list at the same time. I can tell you how to do that in just 7 minutes. Our 7 minutes starts now, Leisa. Question number one, who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is about 40 years old, is a coach, consultant, or expert.
Perfect. And what's the problem you solve for them? That's question number two.
The problem I solve for them is to get them out of scarcity mindset, first and foremost, which is this thing that shrinks your IQ and causes you to make bad decisions and causes you to live in a silo and all kinds of bad stuff. So I help people get out of that way of thinking and into what you already said in the beginning.
Right. So that leads us to question number three, and we've got 6.5 minutes left. How does someone know that they have this issue to do with realizing their true value? What are some of those? What are some of the symptoms? Another way of putting this is how does someone know they need what you've got? What's going on in their life or their business?
Yeah, the big thing is the profit just isn't there for their business. That's a big, fast one to, know. Like, I think when we can reach a place where we're like looking at that bottom line and knowing that the profit is where we want it to be, that's a big shift. A lot of people can be in business and actually have a lot of revenue, but not have the profit. And so I would say that's the symptom more than anything that this kind of work helps people with.
So there's not enough left in their bank account after they've paid everyone.
Yep.
That's an interesting distinction you make between the revenue could be terrific, but there's just not, the profit's just not there. So we're talking about people who are by and large intelligent, they're wanting to grow, they're wanting to serve more people, and they're wanting to make more money. And they'll realize they don't have enough profit left at the end of the day, not enough cash in their bank account for them and to get rewarded adequately. They're going to try stuff. So question number four is, and 5 minutes left, what are some of the common mistakes that people make, your clients make, before they find your solution?
So I think the big thing is they're not saving money for their retirement. They're not saving money to be able to build a legacy. They're not maybe creating passive income sources in addition to the business that they run. And what I have seen working with people and their money for almost 30 years, and this is why I felt like I had to write the book, was that it isn't an easy overnight fix, folks. Like, this isn't something you just change overnight. You have a mindset that is keeping you, let's just call it broke, to summarize. And in order to turn the ship in the direction you want to head in, there's going to be some work that needs to happen. Yep. And I love helping people with that. And it's interesting that it tied into my book because we're talking about books. If you can have your message be in alignment with the book, it is amazing what happens as an attractor, right, to the message that we're trying to create. And I just happen to be super passionate about keeping people from being broke.
And a super expert at that. So the mind's manifesting the money. If you want the money to change, you've got to change the mind. That's the way it works?
Definitely.
And that takes a little bit of time. Okay, that makes sense. So question 5, 3.5 minutes left. What's one valuable free action that someone listening to this could take? It's probably not going to solve the whole solution. They probably need to get the Mindful Millionaire for that, or work for you to get that. But it'll at least take them a step in the right direction.
The big thing for business owners and all the research that I've done is that there's one thing, and that is around who we work with. And I know you talk about this in your book, Tom, because I'm working my way through it. It's like, if you are not super aligned with the people that you are serving and that you want to work with, you're probably not reaching the potential of your business. It's like a slog in your business. So the one thing that I encourage everyone to do is go back, do a quick exercise. Who is the worst person that you've been working with lately? Who's the best person? And compare what's going on, like what's happening in those relationships, because you need more of the people you love. And that's just part of the business and the world that we live in. You deserve that.
Terrific exercise. Compare the worst and the best. Find out what the difference is between the target. It's fabulous. And I would imagine even just that exercise could open the mind to get clearer and therefore attract more of the right people. But some people are going to want more. So question 6, 2 minutes left. Can you direct folks to a valuable resource that's going to help them even further?
So I definitely recommend the lead page that you would go to is mindfulmillionairebook.com. On there, you'll have a trailer about the book and about what I'm teaching, but also you can get all kinds of freebies that go with the book.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great exercise because you're not just learning for yourself as you read the book. Go ahead and see what I've built and all the PR that I've created for free without a publicist because of what I've created in this launch. And it was professionally published. It wasn't actually a self-published book, and I still did it.
And the book's like $15, right, off Amazon.
Yeah.
So yeah, compare that $15 investment plus all the bonuses. All right, enough said. Thank you. 75 seconds left. Question 7, last question. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
Why is prosperity so important in one's life?
So why is prosperity so important in one's life, Leisa?
It's a game changer. We live in a world of scarcity. We've been programmed around scarcity from like our earliest memories. Yeah. And until we realize that we are living a story that is bullshit, like we can't get out of it.
Right.
Yeah. And I am living proof that anything is possible when we change our mindset, because I did not come from what you see here and what you're experiencing in this conversation. Yeah. Potential is limitless.
Fantastic. Leisa Peterson, thank you so much for the inspiration.
Thank you.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.